Hello, everyone. This is TylerDurden here. I am making this video as a tutorial on mods for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Uh, the reason I'm making this video is based on my experience with my guild, Shifty Rebels. I think that for less experienced players of SWGoh, the biggest issue that many people have is understanding how to select and upgrade mods. Particularly, I'm going to be focusing on speed mods here today because, as we all know, in all the PvP modes, including Arena, GA, and TW, essentially for the most part, speed is king. So, just going over here to my mods, just go into our mods screen. Um, I'm going to select any random unit because in reality, it doesn't matter who you select. They just, for now, leave it sorted by rarity because the first thing you're going to want to do is find out if you've got any mods that haven't been upgraded. All right. So as you go through the game and collect mods or farm them, you're essentially going to have a bunch of mods that are level 1 that haven't yet been upgraded. I see here is we've got here a defense one that doesn't have a speed secondary showing. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just upgrade this to level 6 and see what happens. Nope, no speed. So there's no point in, as far as I'm concerned, in upgrading this any further because again, our goal is to find as much speed as possible. So we're moving on to the next one. We'll upgrade this one to level 6 as well. Voila, a speed secondary. So this is definitely good. This one here is definitely going to be a keeper, right? So what I'll do is, just so that I know it's a keeper, I'll go ahead and upgrade it to 12 and see if we can get that speed secondary to go up any further. All right, great. So this is now a 9-speed secondary mod. All right, so this is definitely a keeper and one that we may want to consider upgrading further in the future. But for now, we'll just leave it at 12. And move back down and continue upgrading the rest of these, continue upgrading all the rest of these to level 6 and see how many of them I can get that will come up with a speed secondary. As I've gone through, if I've been upgrading them all to level 6 to see if a speed secondary shows up. This one already has a speed secondary. So anytime I see a speed secondary, I will automatically upgrade that one to level 12 because the goal is to see if the speed secondary will actually increase further. Many times it doesn't, but sometimes it does, and that's really what you want. So no luck in this case. But again, the point being, anything with a speed secondary has some value. So we will upgrade those to 12 to see if we can get that speed to go up. So here's another one with a speed secondary that appeared. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and immediately upgrade this one to level 12 as well. The reason I immediately upgraded to level 12 is that and leave the ones that don't have a speed secondary as level 6 is that I can easily then see which ones have a speed secondary and which ones don't without even having to click on it later. Nice. This was actually an excellent, very lucky upgrade. Now we've got a 14 speed on a blue one, which means that this could potentially become much higher even after slicing this later. But for now, we're going to leave it at level 12 and come back to it later. You'll notice that all of these arrows here I've left at level 1. And the reason for that is none of these are speed primaries. There was actually one earlier that had a speed primary that I immediately upgraded to level 15. But for the rest of these, I'm not even going to bother with because in the end, I'm just going to sell them because anything that doesn't have a speed primary arrow is not worth keep. This is an arrow without a speed primary, so I'm going to leave that at level 1 because I'll end up selling it. Now, these green ones, to see everything come out, you actually have to upgrade it to level 9, not level 6. But so we'll go ahead and do that because getting to level 9 is not that much more expensive. Nope, no speed. So again, no point in spending any more money on this mod. So moving on, we've got Ah, another speed primary, another potency with the speed primary. So this one we know we're definitely going to use. We'll just go ahead and upgrade that all the way to level 15. Here's another level 1 mod. We'll upgrade to level 9 to see if a speed secondary shows up. Nope, no speed secondary. So moving on. Again, level 9. Ah, here we go, a speed secondary. So we'll go ahead and upgrade this one to level 12 to see if we can get lucky and get that speed to upgrade. No luck. So we'll just leave it at level 12 for now, but continue moving on. Another speed secondary. So we'll upgrade this one to level 12. The 5A mods. Now, although for these you do have to upgrade to level 12 to see all of the things, I still only upgrade them to level 9. The reason being that upgrading to level 9 only costs 37.9k, and you get to see 3 out of the 4, right? Oh, well, this one did come with a speed secondary, so I will go ahead and upgrade this one to level 12 as well. Because this one is one that we will probably keep because of the speed secondary. But in the event that we don't get a speed secondary, after upgrading to level 9, so for this, since this one did not come with a speed secondary after upgrading to level 9, I generally will not upgrade these gray mods to level 12 to see the last of the 4 secondaries, because just to get it to level 12 and to see this last one costs significantly more than it was to just see these 3, right? So in my mind, there is a cost benefit analysis here, and for me, in my mind, it's not worth spending the 50k just to see one more. So I'm just gonna leave this at level 9, and then I will sell it. All right. And that's generally the rule I use with gray ones. And the second reason I don't upgrade it to level 12 to see that last one is because then I won't be able to easily scroll through and differentiate which ones have speed secondaries and which ones don't. So for instance, all of these here have speed secondaries, which is why they're at level 12. If I were to upgrade this one to level 12 and it doesn't have a speed secondary, then I won't be able to differentiate it from all the rest of these, right, that do have speed secondaries without clicking on every single one. So that's the second reason that I will not upgrade these gray ones to level 12 just to see that fourth secondary stat. We are now at the point where we've gone through every single one of our newly farmed mods, and just to upgrade them to level 6 if it's a blue mod, level 3 if it's a purple mod, and level 9 if it's a green or gray mod, just to see if any speed secondaries show up. If a speed secondary does show up, then I've upgraded those mods to level 12, all right, to see if any of that if any of those speeds end up getting upgraded or not. All right. So now what I've got is I've got a bunch of level 12 mods that have a speed secondary and a bunch of mods that are level 3, 6, or 9 that don't have a speed secondary. All right. So what I'm going to do at this point, actually get rid of the ones that are not that are below level 12. Now, so the issue with the cell screen, another reason I do this is that you can now just go easily scroll through here and leave it sorted by rarity and easily just scroll through here and look for anything that is less than level 12, which should make everything easy to spot, right? So here's one less than level 12. Definitely going to sell that. Going to sell that. These are all less than level 12. So we are going to sell all of these because none of them, as you can see, have a speed secondary showing. All right, so now these, as you can see, are all level 12 because they all do have a speed secondary showing. So we're going to keep scrolling down through the grays. Now we're getting to the greens again. And you can see there's a bunch here that are less than level 12. We're going to sell these. These are because these are speed arrows without a speed primary, which I left at level 1. These are ones I upgraded to level 9 but didn't get a speed to show. So all those are gone. And then you see here's a bunch of level 12s that do have a speed secondary showing. So we're going to keep those. Then scroll down further, now we get to the blues. Again, a bunch of level 1 arrows which don't have a speed primary, so I'm going to go ahead and sell them. Then again, a bunch of these blue ones that have upgraded to level 6, no speed secondary showing, so we're going to sell all these as well. Level 12s now, so you can see these all have a speed secondary, so we're keeping those. Moving down to the purples, we've got a few here that are still level 1 and level 3 because there's no speed secondary, no speed showing. So we're going to get rid of all of these. These all have speeds showing, so that's why they're level 12. We're going to keep those and then keep scrolling down. Again, we get to the golds. Few gold ones that were farmed don't have speed primary on the arrow. Don't have a speed secondary. We're going to sell those. And then we have all these ones upgraded to level 12 that do have speed secondary. So we're going to keep those. All right, we're going to hit the sell button. And that was 72 mods. I think I had something like 100 mods that I hadn't upgraded before, close to it. And so here we are, 72 mods out of the about 90 to 100 that did not end up having speed secondaries or a speed primary on the triangle. So we'll get rid of all those and we'll keep the remaining 20 or 25 or so that did have speed secondaries. So that gets me a little bit of my cash back. And now to the most important part of this. I apologize this recording has gone so long, but I will cut this down. But at this point, we are now trying to come to the big decision point. Of all of these ones that now have a speed secondary, everything I've kept has a speed secondary. Which ones are worth upgrading? So we sort by speed, and obviously you can tell here that all of these ones with a speed arrow, go to the top, right? I've got a few mods here that are over plus 20 speed that are not arrows, so they've ended up up here as well. A couple plus 21 speeds, etc. But anyway, we're getting through all these speed arrow ones. And now we get all to all these gold ones, which are also high speed ones as well. And because they're already gold, we'll skip them for now. What we're looking for as we scroll down here is for a color that stands out. So you notice in all these gold ones that we all know already have high speed because we've sorted by speed. See, these are all plus 14, plus 14, plus 14, plus 14, plus 14. We have this random blue one. It's the one that doesn't belong, right? And this already has a plus 14 as well. So what this tells me is this is an upgradable mod that's already as fast as all of these other ones. So this is going to be a high priority for me to slice and upgrade because it already has a high speed secondary and is still even further upgradable. All right. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade this one to level 15 so that we can slice it. And then we're going to hope that when we do slice it, it goes up even further. Let's see what happens. No. All right. But going back out here, again, it's still worth slicing this one up a second time because, again, a plus 14 speed, it's the only plus purple one in this like sea of gold ones that have already been maxed out, right? Essentially maxed out. So at this point, we're like, all right, it's worth trying to upgrade this one again, all right? And so I'll try to upgrade it one more time to gold and see if we can get that speed to go up any further. It didn't. So I'm not going to upgrade this one any further because in reality, it's now the same speed as some of these other ones. But actually, there's some of these other ones that are even higher speed, like plus 16, that might be worth upgrading even further, slicing up to levels to 6 dot. over this one here that we've just sliced to gold, which is a plus 14. So now at this point, I'm just going to leave it there because there are other ones that would be, if I were to slice to up to 6, would be higher priority, such as some of these up here, right? These are going to be higher priority to slice up to 6 because they're already plus 19, plus 20, etc. All right. So we're going to continue scrolling down. Here's another purple one that is again in this sea of gold. Unfortunately, though, it is a 4 dot, so it isn't actually upgradable. It's already been maxed out. Again, here's another purple one that's plus 13 speed, but there's nothing I can do with it. Scrolling down to here, I see a couple more mods that are now amongst this sea of gold, right, that have already been maxed out, that have not been maxed out. So right here, we can see that this is a 12 speed, this is a plus 12 speed, this is another plus, and these are plus 12 speeds here that have not been maxed out. So because these are not been maxed out, but are as fast or faster than some other ones that have been maxed out, what this tells you again is this is one that's worth upgrading. So I'll upgrade this to level 15 and then slice it with the hope of getting the speed up above 15. Nope, again, no luck. So for now, I'm going to leave that because I have another lower one that with the same speed. So these here that are plus 12 can still be upgraded further, but I'm not going to do it yet because when you're talking about limited resources, you want to upgrade the one that's going to take less resources to upgrade that has the same speed. So I may come back to upgrading this one later, but for now I'm going to upgrade this one because it's just as fast as this one here, but is a cheaper upgrade. So let's see if we'll upgrade this one to level 15 and slice it and see if we can again get the speed to upgrade. Yes. So now we've got a plus 17 speed here. All right. So as you can see, here is now that where that plus 17 is. It is now up here with all of these goldies and speed, all these goldies and speed arrows, right? Which means this is a unusually fast mod that has not been fully upgraded yet. So I will go ahead and upgrade this one more time to see if we can get above 20. No. All right, so now it's at gold level, and it's here at plus 17 speed, which is, right on par with some of my other fast gold ones as well. But because there are still a couple of gold ones that are even faster than plus 17, I'm not going to upgrade this to 6 yet because I'm better off upgrading some of these other ones, like for instance this one here, which is plus 21, upgrading that one to a gold. But I'm not going to bother upgrading to gold now, and I'm going to keep scrolling down to see if I can find any other ones that are worth upgrading. So now we get down to here to this section. All of these are about plus 12 speed. These purple ones here are possibilities to upgrade. I think these down here are now getting to plus 11 speed. Again, possibilities to upgrade as well. But look at this one. Here we go, have a plus 11 speed that's a blue, and it's nestled in here with all of these other plus 11 and plus 12 speeds mods. But because it's a blue, it's cheaper to upgrade. So this is actually then again going to be the higher priority upgrade over these other ones, which are also plus 11 speed, but are a more expensive one to upgrade. Because the goal here again is we have limited resources. You can only farm a limited number of um, slicing salvage each day. So you want to upgrade the ones that are going to cost you less to upgrade or going to give you the most bang for the buck, potential bang for the buck when you do upgrade them. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and try to upgrade this, slice this one here that's a plus 11 speed and a blue one, and we're going to slice it to a purple. No luck on the speed. So now it's a purple mod at plus 11, and it's again nestled in here with all of these other purple mods that are plus 11, plus 12. But because there's some plus 12s here, I'm not going to further upgrade this plus 11 because in reality, these two plus 12s here are the higher priority upgrades. All right. So I'm going to keep scrolling down, and here we go. We've got a plus 10 that's a blue, again nestled in against all these purples and golds. All right. So this one again is probably a likely one that is going to be worth upgrading because it's going to be a cheaper upgrade. It's already a plus 10, and it's going to be a cheaper upgrade than all these other ones that are purple that are plus 11s or plus 12s. So let's go ahead and slice this one and see if we can get this one up to a maybe a 15 speed. No luck. So it's now a purple plus 10. Again, I'm going to leave it because there are other high priority, higher speed purple ones that I could potentially upgrade over this one. So we're just going to leave it for now. All right. And we're going to keep scrolling down. And we come across another couple of blue ones that are plus 9. All right. But actually, I'm going to skip further now and see if we can find any green ones that are in this whole plus 9 range. And in reality, there isn't any. There currently isn't any. But for instance, this one here that's green, a green 4 dot that's plus 8. If this had been a 5 dot at plus 8, this would be, in my view, a very high priority one to upgrade because it's already almost as fast as many of these ones above it, but again, a much cheaper upgrade. So no green ones that are immediately worth upgrading. We're down to the plus 5 speed area, right? Again, I've got a bunch of green ones here that are plus 5 speed that might be worth upgrading, but in reality, I'm not going to upgrade them. I mean, I've skipped over a couple blue ones here. They're also plus 5s because in the plus 5 range, what you really want to upgrade is these gray ones that are plus 5 because again, they're going to be cheaper upgrades than all of these greens and blues that are plus 5s, right? So why upgrade a blue plus 5 when you can upgrade a gray plus 5 that is going to be a cheaper upgrade and it has more upgrades available. So there's a higher chance you can actually get a high speed out of it in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this gray one that's plus 5. I'm going to upgrade it to level 15. And then I'm going to go ahead and slice it to see if I can get that speed to go up. No luck. All right, so we're going to leave this one here at plus 5 for now, and then upgrade these other gray ones here and see if we can get any of these to upgrade the speed. Nope, again, no luck, so we'll leave this one for now. Maybe come back to it later. And we have one more that's a plus 5 speed. That's gray, and we'll try upgrading this one, slicing this one. There we go. So now this one went up to an 8 speed. So now it's a green 8 speed, which actually makes it show up here amongst a bunch of these other blue ones that are 8 speed. And a bunch of these purple ones that are 8 speed, right? So in my mind, this green one that's 8 speed is actually, again, worth upgrading because it is a lower level, but as fast as many of these ones around it that are a higher level, all right? So let's go ahead and see if we can slice this one that's plus 8 speed and see if we can get any more out of it. No. All right. So as you can see, this one here that we just upgraded, I think it's this one here, right? That's plus 8 speed is now nestled amongst all these other plus 8 blues. So in reality, because it failed to upgrade further, it's not necessarily a better value than many of the other ones around it, right? So I'm just going to leave it there for now and not continue upgrading it for now because there are some of these other ones that are also plus 8 in blue that might be better off upgrading for various other reasons. Hopefully this has been helpful for you guys to see how I sort mods, how I upgrade them and use them and decide which ones are worth upgrading and which ones are not worth upgrading. Hopefully that's been helpful. If you guys have got any questions, if you guys are in my guild, you know how to reach me. Otherwise, you guys can always reach me. Anybody else that might be watching this video, you can reach me here through YouTube, or you can reach me in game or on Discord at TylerDurden2 #7853. I will speak to you guys later.